Yo, 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 yo. What's good? What's good?
Hello.
You know, there's a reason I didn't play the whole opening thing today. Because season's over. We got to make a fucking new one. I'm sick of this one already, everybody. I'm sick of the intro because we fucking lost. So we're going to get a new one because we need a new vibe around here when it comes to that. Because can't go on fucking with this a vibe of losing the same way, worse than we did last year, I guess to say. Holy
Have we
fuck.
been live since then?
No, we've been in depression.
I was going to say, I don't
Oh,
even think we've been live since then.
no, we've been in depression. Thinking
Valid.
about what we did wrong, what we did right, you know, contemplating if I wanna, watch some shitty football on TV or not. No, I always watch football. I find football, everybody. That's my thing about it. Um, no, so today's show, like, we just want to cool it today with y'all. We just want to go through some stuff we're seeing on Twitter. We want to talk about some shit that's good, some shit that's bad. Like I said, go through LFR with you guys, our Twitter page, and just kind of go through what we're seeing with some weird shit, some good shit, the good, the bad, the ugly. But we'll make it a quick show today for y'all. We just want to get back in front of y'all faces and say fuck. It was a great year, and we should be doing better. Yes, donkey. Absolutely. I don't. That's no question right there. Well, we just start with that. That's no fucking question. No, we're not starting with that. We're not starting with that. Wait a second here.
That's diving in quick.
Wait a second here. Let's do this. Let's do this. I need to do something real quick. Let's do something right here like this. We need to do this. Let's do present. Okay. All right. Let's do it. Let's see here. Lions. Let's do this. I want to show you guys something. Something funny though. All right.
I love that. That's my favorite one right there.
And we're gonna dive into some of this shit that we're talking about here that we're seeing from all these guys that I just wanna well the good, like I said, the good, the bad, and ugly. But I want to start with the ugliest first. We had to talk about this. Now, listen to everybody watching. Michigan, Neil's an Ohio State fan. Fuck him. Okay, I'm not. I'm not partial to either Michigan or Michigan State when it comes to basketball, football, baseball, hockey, whatever. I really am not. I really don't watch college football like a crazy amount. I watch shitty college football more than I do watch big games, to be honest with you. I'd rather watch North Dakota State and play fucking somebody than watch Ohio State beat the shit out of Northwestern. That's just me. I'd rather see that football. But my point of saying this is I still would pick a Michigan team, either Michigan, Michigan State, Western, who the fuck ever, over Ohio State. So this just makes me fucking laugh. Like, being a diehard Lions fan, my first year ever buying season tickets with the Lions is when Matt Patricia got hired. I'm gonna let that sink in for a second. So we come off what, a 9-8 year, chat? What do we come off that year? Matt Patricia's year. I know it wasn't good. I know it was good going. Patricia took over a decent team. Like
That sounds right.
right? Weren't they like 10-5, 9-6? I don't know, some shit like that. And then this shit the bed. So fuck Ohio State. This is funny as hell. And I'm glad this dickhead's out of the NFL. I'm gonna be honest. He's the only douchebag that I've ever seen go from defensive coordinator his entire life and go, you know what? You know what? Fuck it. Let me run the offense. Like, you egotistical motherfucker. Like, I already think you're a fucking moron, Matty P. Like, I really think you're a fucking idiot. And to me, defense, and this is not offense, you know, I don't mean any offense to any defensive coordinators that may be listening or whatever and whatnot, because I'm a coach too. I get it. But to me, defense has always been the easier side of the ball to coach. There's a lot less to coach on that side of the ball, in my opinion. So for him to ego the fuck up and think that he can then all of a sudden just fucking be an offensive coordinator in the NFL with barely any experience just because he's a defensive coordinator is fucking laughable. And I'm glad he went to a team that can't beat a Michigan team.
A bad Michigan team.
Love to see it. And I hope he gets fired. I hope he gets fired. Take it as ill will, but fuck Matt Patricia.
Period.
Fuck
I think
Matt
it's funny. It just adds more fuel to the fire of hating Ohio State.
Well, it's to me, it's even more comedy that our cornerback that he made fucking leave it just won a fucking Super Bowl on a team that he has been with since he left us. He could have been a career Detroit Lions. He could have been our starting corner this fucking year, obviously. But here we fucking are. This dickhead. Now, I'll give credit where credit's due, Tori. He drafted half of our fucking O-line that we have now.
Yeah.
But to be honest with you,
the
guys that he picked, it's hard to miss on fucking Frank Ragnow. Like, it doesn't take a fucking genius to pick Penei Sewell. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like, I'm not saying he picked Penei Sewell, but like that's the same quality of player as Frank Ragnow to me. Is that same tier at their given position. So I just fuck this guy in all means. I don't know. He helped dismantle a team that was decent and then paid a bunch of Patriots guy on top of it. All right, I'm done with him. So, but I had to say something, Tori. I mean, what do you think about that shit?
I just think it's funny. Like, fuck him. Fuck Ohio State. I don't watch that much college. So, but it's forever fuck Ohio State.
I agree. I turned into a Packers fan. I'm just kidding. What is this? This is a Padre Island hat.
Wow.
No, but I agree. It's a shame. It's a shame.
I think it's hilarious. I saw somebody sent it to me today, and I looked at it. And I was like, "What?" Opened Twitter real quick to see like, is this real? And I just laughed my ass off for a few minutes, and I was like, "All right, fuck them even more."
No, I agree. It's a shame that we have to beat the shit out of them 2 times or once a year or all the time now. We get to see him once a year guaranteed.
Lovely.
Watch, he's gonna be like the fucking coach of like Iowa State next year or something. Some bullshit. Try to get his way out of the woods because he's how bad he fucked up. Everybody knows it too. You don't just become a D coordinator and become an offensive coordinator and then shit the bed throughout the entire year, and then your offense looks like it's fucking like a 12th grader's calling it, and then here we are. Like you don't get to just walk away from that shit, bub.
He's trying.
Well, he went to a team that just won a title, so I mean, that's a good way to cover some shit up.
Got some shoes to fill then.
Yeah, true that. But next thing I want to talk about real quick is why has there been like a a slowly growing narrative that Brad and Dan are kind of ones to blame for the loss to Washington. I just see it being talked about more and more, and it's just a weird situation for me because I don't know what more you want out of them. I would blame more of Ben Johnson and Aaron Glenn being halfway out the fucking door, than anything. But obviously, Kellen Moore proved that wrong. But can you say the same for these fucking guys? Because some of their worst games that they called all year was the game against Washington from both sides.
Yeah, it was bad.
So it's just weird to me, Tori.
I think the reason is right now we don't have anything else. We can talk what's coming up, the draft, and that's going to be the next couple months. So it's like, what narrative can we push right now? And I think that's what it comes to. And everybody on Twitter is a GM. You cannot tell them differently. So it's okay. Example: we didn't get Max Crosby. That's on Brad. That's the reason we lost, because we just saw what a great D-line can do. So it's like, if it's not what they think should have happened, it's going to be wrong.
Now, we talked about this the other night a little bit because you came in my inbox a little pissy about somebody saying something. I'm not going to say who said it, so we don't piss them off. But I mean, you were hot about it. I kind of agreed with them. Brad at some point in time here needs to show us that he's going to go all in and get players that we absolutely need. Because he's not moving up in the draft and drafting high priority guys like defensive linemen super high in the draft. He's trying to fill positions with second rounders and third rounders and fifth rounders and fucking shit like that. Which I understand, like the Hutch injury fucked up everything. Like people don't understand how big that Hutch injury really was. Like that guy is a terror. And he's probably on defense, probably one of the top 10 most impactful players in the NFL right now when it comes to disruption. So
by far, yeah.
Yeah, so taking that out of the equation and then asking Levi Onwuzurike, Josh Paschal, Zadarius Smith, and a crew of different random motherfuckers that are coming in off the street to kind of make up for what he's got going on. It's just it's impossible. It's an impossible feat to me. I don't care if you throw 50 guys at it. You're not going to get the same quality as that one person. So, to me, Brad does need to do a better job at focusing and bringing in players that are going to be very impactful on that defensive line, especially when it comes to if this shit happens again. That means maybe keeping Zadarius Smith, maybe going out and getting somebody else that's going to replace Zadarius Smith with some draft picks. Myles Garrett, Max Crosby, Trey Hendrickson, one of these premier pass rushers, or even a D tackle that is a premier pass rusher. I mean, he just has to be a presence. To be honest with you, but we just brought back DJ Reader, so I don't think we're doing that. So it leads to me saying that, hey, it's got to be defensive edge help. So I agree with you, Donkey King or Donkey Kong. I agree with you, bro.
Yeah.
That there has been some busts, like it or not. What are you gonna do? He needs to do better in that situation. As you've seen, the Eagles, they have decent corners. They went out, they got guys, they got Slay, they got a couple of guys in the back end, but they have Gardner Johnson on the back end. They have Blankenship. Cooper DeJean played out of his ass. So like they solidified their D line a couple of years ago, and then here we are. They drafted corners this year, so they did it the same as us, except for ours is just beat the fuck. So again, to blame Brad and Dan and any of that shit for outside of a couple busted draft picks, can't fucking blame injuries on these guys.
No.
No one was gonna say that there was 25 fucking guys on the injured reserve list this year, and no one was gonna say that. No one could have predicted that. No one predicted Hutch breaking his fucking leg, and then Liam tearing his knee, and then Anzalone getting hurt twice. Like those are premier fucking guys. And then throw a couple cornerbacks that are starters in there and get them fucking hurt while we're at it. It's just a lot. It's just a lot, and I don't want to hear it no more. I don't. That's my whole thing about this tour. I don't want to fucking hear this. I guess narrative that Brad and Dan are somehow to blame for some shit. Just knock that shit off and move the fuck on to talking about draft talk if that's what you got to do, because that shit don't make no sense.
Yeah, no, the thing I sent you, we know that they are. I'm gonna be so careful doing this, but they post narratives for the attention, the views, the clicks, and that's a heavy narrative that they're gonna get clickbaited on. So to rant about it, yeah, I get it. I know why they're doing it. It makes sense. You got to make your money, make your little Twitter payout. Go for it. Do your thing.
Gotta get that $2.
$2, yeah. Like, it's just, last year is not their fault. I don't understand in any fucking world how that is their fault. We went out last year. We wanted corners. We went out and we got corners. Now for them to get hurt, what can you do?
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's nobody to blame here.
No.
Like, everybody just got fucking hurt. Us healthy going into the playoffs is a different fucking story. Yeah. Like, it's a different story. So
Hutch led the league in sacks for what, a month, 4 weeks after being hurt. It was some stupid fucking number. Yeah, but for that long, he was leading the league.
That defense would have been able to play way differently if we would have been able to contain him a little bit better, especially with a 4-man pass rush. Jaden Daniels would not have been scrambling around like that shit like he has been. No. That wouldn't have been that. And they took advantage full well of our shitty ass D line. Because all they did was basically hurry up offense, right? A mid hurry up offense to get it going. So they're snapping between 15 and 8 seconds every single fucking time. More closer to 15 seconds than anything. They're never letting it drop. If they can get it going by 20, they'll do it. But it's an RPO based offense with Jaden Daniels, and they ran it the entire fucking game against us and fucked us up. Like, it's not hard to read numbers on a football field, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really not hard to split a field in half when you're an NFL quarterback and go, oh, there's 5 guys on this side and 6 guys on this side. Well, this is going to be wide the fuck open. Pull, boom, Terry McLaurin for 80 yards. Like, it's the easiest play in the fucking book when it comes to RPO. It's RPO 1-on-1. 1-0-fucking-1. So, man. And that to me, that's just because they knew they could get away with it. Because of the D-line, we had to put so much pressure and numbers in the box to where it cleared everything on the outside. So when they kept running those dub and trip sets and then motioning into it, then never running anything off of it, and then all of a sudden running a fucking a screen off of it when they got numbers after what did they do before? There's a handoff before that, like a trap, zone trap, and then it was like hurry up, screen, RPO, tunnel screen, touchdown. Like, it's fuck. It sucks having a shitty D line.
Oh, definitely. I'm looking at the past drafts. To touch on what Donkey Kong said. who would you have taken differently in these last 2 drafts if that's what we're gonna go with to help out?
I mean, there's a couple different guys. I mean, you can. It's hard to say now because you can look back and see who's good and who's not. So I don't like doing that. Um, I just think that when it comes to defensive line, I mean, what do you want to choose? You want to choose to have second round corners and first round defensive linemen, or first round corners and second round defensive linemen? Like that's the game they're playing, and Philly chose fucking both, and this basically already had Fletcher Cox in there, so it allowed them to play a little bit of bullshit game, right, for a couple of years, and then they stacked with Jordan Davis and then Jalen Carter, right? Added Nolan Smith on there as well. Fuck it, right? Get the whole Georgia D line, essentially.
Pretty much.
Okay, we're just gonna the most dominant defense line we've ever seen in college football. We're just gonna draft them all. Somehow they get them all. Whatever. Well, I'm not gonna say shit. But then they go out and draft Coop, which is like one of the best corners coming out of the draft. Which he's just a little bit underrated because he's a white corner. So people are thinking he's gonna play safety. Well, no, he's just playing corner.
Mm-hmm.
He's actually really good. So there's a lot of GMs missed on that shit, with a lot of Eagles has been drafting fucking well. I think we drafted pretty well outside of fucking those second round picks. Those second and third round picks been fucking us. Hendon Hooker's not gonna fucking be shit. Wasted a third round pick on that.
No, he's not doing anything.
What the fuck's he gonna do? Levi Onwuzurike's finally maybe gonna be something. He was all right this year. Pascal, he's all right. Like, again, just a bunch of mid though. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you want? That's the thing. Like, there's so much mid being passed around when it comes to our second round picks that there's really nothing we can do besides pray that Dan stops drafting random ass D linemen in the second round and actually goes and gets premier guys in the first round, and then we worry about our corners on the back end later. Because it seems to, in some of these drafts we're getting pretty lucky with that. So we drafted 2 corners back to back this time. So hey, here we are.
I love the way they draft because it's like a love-hate relationship. Because Brad doesn't target a specific need, right? He targets best player. And I love that. We've gotten great guys the last couple of years because of it. But at the same time, we run into issues like this.
Yeah, the latest picks that we've had that was necessity was Penei Sewell and Terrion Arnold.
Yep.
Everybody else, in my opinion, I don't think it was a necessity because you could find it in free agency, and that's my thing too. Like, I agree with you pretty much. I mean, he does draft position like need, but it tends to be in those later rounds, like you said. Like, it's
right. He's not using our early picks to target. He's using those to pick up who's the best player on the board. All right. We don't exactly have a exact need for them, but they're gonna play.
Right. For example, we did not need another running back, but he's seen Gibbs on the board. He knew he was a premier player. Didn't know how he was falling, and snagged him.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing. So Jack is starting to become an iffy. Like,
no.
I think he is. I think he's not bad, but like, I still think that he's not like a premier linebacker like we're thinking he is. He needs time because, I mean, think about this. If we didn't have Jack, right? I know you love Jack. Delete Jack, insert somebody else that we could have drafted right there. That's an iffy for me. Still, like, he's got to be a fucking Pro Bowler in the next 2 years for that to be like, okay, that was worth it.
I can see it.
Yeah, that's just because you love the guy.
Maybe. I don't know. I can see it. I think Jack had a really good year. And it's like, when it comes to Jack, you're going to compare him to Anzalone, which, yeah. But Anzalone is a monster in his own being. Anzalone's got time under the Aaron Glenn defense. He knows what we're like. He is our captain up there. He knows what the fuck we're doing. Jack is year 2.
Right. So what I'm saying, Tori, now let me just show you this, right? I just want to show you this. And shout out to my boy Josh, that used to be on the podcast with us. He just, started a family and all that stuff, so he couldn't do it. He was talking about this guy for a minute. Like, think about this. We took Jack Campbell, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who was right after him?
Yeah, I liked him too.
So I just, who was the other guy I was thinking too? Who was the other guy, chat? There's one more. There's one more guy. Oh, right there. Yeah, Nolan Smith. Why am I blanking on Nolan Smith, everybody? What was he drafted? 31?
Yeah.
Yep, 31. Yep, 31. Yeah. So there's that's what I'm saying. So if you take, you got Brian Breesy. There's just so many of those D lineman guys that came after that would have been available. Just who else was in these rounds? Who else was in these rounds? So there's 18. Let's see here. Nolan Smith right there. Let's see what we got here. That'd have been helpful. I'm not saying we're drafting them there, but there's just options. So, because you literally had 2 right there.
Right. I still like the Jack right there.
I know, but would you rather have Jack or Nolan Smith? Knowing what Nolan Smith, let's just play the game. Knowing what Nolan Smith did in the Super Bowl, would you rather have Nolan Smith or Jack Campbell?
Like right now. This second, Nolan Smith.
Exactly. Right now, knowing who's what, would you have Kalijah Cansey or would you rather have fucking Jack Campbell?
Jack Campbell.
Okay.
That one's a little painful, but
no, yeah. It's to me that shit is just. It wouldn't have been bad. Miles Murphy, Breesy. I'd probably taken both of these guys at this point, especially knowing what we needed. That's even with Derek Barnes going down and fucking Alex Anzalone going down. I'd have took both of them going down over that shit.
Hi, John.
Just because of what's going on here. John's going to fight the winter storm right now.
Good luck. Be safe out there.
I want to fucking call in, but I don't want to fucking waste the day like that.
You ain't gonna be doing shit at work anyway.
I know.
He said, "Fuck it, I'm calling in. I'm gonna play hooky on a snow day." It is what it is. But back to my point, there's a lot of other options that we could have picked in there, and it just worked out. I think it would have worked out a little bit better. Because I feel like we could have found a linebacker that would have fit our scheme way better than having to find a defensive lineman that is gonna, I guess, fit where Hutch got hurt. I mean, no one could predict he got hurt, so it's hard to say that. But it's like, fuck. There was other options. But all right. So
defend that man forever.
yeah, I know you love him.
I love him. Him and JMO, I will die on those hills.
Jesus fuck. I like JMO a lot though. I think JMO's fine. But another topic for another day. Before we get out of here, like I said, we're gonna be short. Actually, I want to do two more things.
Okay.
I just want to give a shout out to give Melton Williams the bag. No, bro. No, bro. I don't want to give Melton Williams the bag, bro. I don't want to give Melton Williams the bag. No. No, because the reason I say that, Justin, is because, dude, if we get another edge, like, I don't even mind. Rotating DJ Reader, Ali McNeil when he comes back, Pascal, Levi. I don't, because if they get, unless Levi leaves, we get somebody cheaper. Even fucking Pat O'Connor. I don't really give a fuck. I don't even mind rotating those guys in at that other 3 tech. Like, I really don't. It doesn't fucking matter to me if we get another edge presence. Because if you add that across some, you're gonna see what we've seen. Like, why were these teams good? Why was the Eagles defensive line so good? Because they had 2 good edge rushers. And at any given time, they had 1 guy that was at D tackle that was fucking shit up. Would have been Williams, would have been fucking Jordan Davis, would have been Jalen Carter. One of them got a 1-on-1 and took advantage of it.
Mm-hmm.
So, and we already have 2 pieces of that pie to make that. We only need the third. So I've seen a lot of those guys do good work on the field. So I don't know. I think they'll be all right. All right. So all of our off-season coach hires really quick. I want to just go through these guys really quick so you guys know who they are. John Morton, the OC. Hired him as our OC. I don't mind it. David Shaw, passing game coordinator. I like that. He's worked with a lot of good teams, worked with a lot of good people. I think that's probably the best hire out of all of them. Kelvin Shep, we know the DC. What is this? Tyler Roehl, Roehl, Rule.
Maybe.
Just Rule. It's just fucking with us. Tyler Rule, offense assistant coach. He's from North Dakota State. And then another sneaky ass hire that I like that we got in there. I'm pretty sure we hired Bruce Gradkowski as an offense assistant coach. I don't mind him. And then they're also talking about what are they talking about? Let me show you. Let's see here. Heinz Ward. Wouldn't mind him. Wouldn't mind him at all. I think he fits the gritty bullshit that we got going on here in Detroit. He's a fucking Steeler grinder, you know. He's used to this shit.
I don't mind that either.
I think he's a great fit for the culture. I think he's a great fit for the culture. Hell of a fit for the culture. Hell of a fit. And then let's see here. There's a couple other guys on here. That was, I like this. I don't know if you guys seen that. I like that. After getting hurt, that's what I want to see. Hopefully, it's just not a Mosley situation. That
Let's
would
hope not.
that would be really bad. That would be really fucking bad. Oops, didn't mean to do that. What do you guys think about Amon-Ra talking shit?
Wait, what happened?
Amon-Ra talking shit, saying if we were healthy, people would have found out we like that, and I agree with them.
Oh yeah.
I agree with him.
He's not wrong. Look at the numbers we were putting up before our whole team went on IR.
I'm looking for something here.
You're struggling for something there.
I know I can't find it. It was just right here on this other one. Anyways, I can't find it no more. Oh well. Oh well. That's all we really had to talk about today, guys. There's not really much going on. We got to wait to see what happens with the rest of these hires, and then we also got to wait and see coming up here, cuts, resigns are coming up. Draft talk. Our draft talk shows are going to come up. Our draft shows are coming. That's pretty much it. We deserve a fucking Super Bowl after this season. Like this. If there was a year to come it up, it should be this year. And Brad and Dan need to understand that they need to go all in, and Sheila needs to understand that she's going to have to spend some fucking money, some guaranteed money this year to get some players over here.
I don't think she'll have an issue with that either.
I don't think she will either, especially with my ticket fucking prices. I'll tell you that. If she's got, I'm gonna tell you this, everybody that's listening, all 280 of you. She has the money.
Mm-hmm.
My season tickets went up 140% in the last 2 years. We were the highest sold tickets throughout the entire year. And I'm telling you, everybody says that Ticketmaster and everything was like that. Everybody was jacking up those prices on tickets. I'm telling you, they weren't. They were not far off. They're not making as much money as you think they are. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah.
So she got the money. I think she's willing to spend it.
I think she will.
They just need to go out and find somebody that wants to be here.
Which
they need to
a
make
lot
the
of people.
I don't know. To me, why not? We don't fucking need the first round picks. Like that's one thing these motherfuckers don't understand. Like I'm not saying like they don't understand that. They definitely do. But like a lot of people don't understand. Like they don't need the fucking picks. We need pros.
Mm-hmm.
We need good fucking players, not question marks, not dice rolls. We don't need that right now.
No.
We need to establish that we can fucking win. And then once that ball rolls, it's going to continue to roll. Because once we win the Super Bowl, I'm telling you guys, signing fucking free agents and shit like that is going to be nothing. If you think it's easy now, if you want to come here now, wait till Dan wins a fucking Super Bowl in Detroit. It will be pick of the fucking litter. We'll be on every single person's destination list that doesn't mind paying taxes.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the only thing we got up here is taxes. So, I mean.
Taxes and snow.
Yeah, unless these guys want to go to Texas or Florida. Or a huge market like New York. I don't know. We're going to be able to get anybody we want. Which I think is a great thing. Because we need us as a fan base, we need to is kind of be able to need to relax on like some of these signings. Like for years, we're always like in this lingo of like, are we actually gonna sign anybody fucking good? Like, is it actually gonna fucking happen? And then we sign some bullshit that doesn't even come close to working out, and then we're right back at square fucking one. And that's been reality for fucking 25 years up until about 4 years ago, so or 3 years ago. So uh,
I think this is the year it changes.
we just need that all-in moment, Tori.
I
need
think that they're gonna do it.
We need that Rams Stafford moment.
I might just be optimistic, but after 2 years of watching Dan get his heart broken, and then, this year watching him get heartbroken versus the Commanders might have been worse than the Niners.
No, I get that, but my thing is like I'm saying, like we need that Rams Stafford moment, that Von Miller fucking Rams moment where like they were right on the cusp, they knew it, but then they went and got that final fucking two pieces that they needed. They knew it, and they didn't give a fuck. They're willing to ship the fucking house with these fucking fuck these picks moments and just get it done. And that's what needs to happen. It needs to be one of those moments where it's, hey, you know what? Fuck it. We got youth. We got money. Let's go ship these picks for the next couple of years. Build our youth that we drafted already and ride.
Mm-hmm. And we're set for success right now with our young guys. Now is the time to make a splash.
Now is the time because to me, it's all on Gibbs. Gibbs' timeline now. Because obviously Gibbs is one of our fucking premier players. And the moment that we have to start to sign him, or he's gonna want money, is the end of the clock. Because then that money for a running back is gonna have to be allocated. Is gonna have to be paid to him, and it's gonna take away from something else.
Yep.
So that to me is fucking tough. We need to get this done now. But that's my rant. That's my rant for the day, everybody.
So my question, I know at the beginning, our first stream of this season, right before the first game, you asked me if it's Super Bowl or bust, is it a bust of a season? What's your opinion? Was the season a bust?
I mean, I don't think any season that we go to the playoffs is a bust. Especially when the record that we had, I don't think it's a bust. I think that I look at it like this.
Ooh,
we filled the gas tank up like 85%. And we decided that was enough gas to get to the finish line. Right? 85, that was enough. And then our car died while we're staring at the finish line. Was it successful? Did we get pretty much all the way there? Yeah, we did. It was good. We did a great job. We almost got there. We did the right things to get there. It was a successful trip for the most part. We didn't reach all the whole destination, but we did get some shit accomplished. That's how I fucking feel.
Okay, that's valid. Mine's a little different. I think the car was 100% fueled, ready to go. And slowly, tire falls. This happened. Like, shit just keeps happening. And we tumbled our way there on what are those things under the wheels called? The axle?
The axles?
Yeah.
We Flintstoned it?
We what?
We Flintstoned it?
Yeah. That's how we got to where we got. If this hypothetical car didn't become a Flintstone car, like Ferrari to Flintstone car, just bare bones to the finish line, I think we would have went all the way.
Yeah, that's a good way to explain it too. I like that because hey, at least we made it there safe, I guess to say. But
we got there
the
with
wheels were off
nothing.
of it. The wheels were off of it. We lost a door. We lost a windshield wiper. We lost a headlight. We lost our registration, our insurance.
Yeah.
We forgot to pay for the insurance.
They took the other tire for that.
Yeah, so and then we forgot to put the spare in. So we were fucked on the side of so I get it. No, I'm with you. That is it, you're not wrong. It's not disappointing though. We had a good ass fucking season. Like us as Lions fan, we don't get seasons like this. And I know it's gonna be like, oh, why would you think that we didn't win? Or why didn't you? Or if we're not winning, or it's not anything. Well, I'm used to fucking 0-16 and fucking getting blown out every fucking game, or just like watching Lions games and like just thinking that like, oh, are we gonna score touchdowns today? You know what I'm saying? Like we don't have to think about that anymore.
Or when we get a touchdown, does it actually count? Or
Right.
is there a new rule?
Right. Now I want a Super Bowl more than anybody. And like Tori just said, the wheels did fall off last year, but it's still a Ferrari, guys.
Mm-hmm.
And we're still winning fucking ball games.
Send it to the shop, get it redone.
Correct. Put some
pay
gas.
The insurance and then get it.
Yeah, pay the insurance. Put some gas in it. Get the windshield wipers. Get some new plugs and wires.
All souped up.
And we'll be back on the road next year. And I guarantee we're gonna have a very similar road record that we did this year to next year as we did last year. Yeah. So if you guys look at the schedule, we're probably gonna have a harder schedule this year. But I don't really give a fuck. Teams are still gonna have to average 30 fucking points. That's not gonna change. So any given Sunday with any team. I just hope that in that window, I guess to say that time frame that I keep kind of alluding to, that we accomplish this goal, because I don't want to become the Steelers with no Super Bowl rings. And what I mean by that is, no, I love Tomlin. Like, Tomlin's a great coach, right? Tomlin is a phenomenal coach. I would not fire him if I were the Steelers. Not what I'm about to say. But what I'm saying is it gets to a point where you're always just not good enough, but you're always not bad enough. And you're just sitting in that weird spot where Tomlin is, where he's 9-8 and all these weird different fucking things where it's like he's either just making the playoffs or just missing the playoffs. And to me, after a little while, that's not good enough. That's good enough right now. That is entirely good enough right now. Because we're not even used to that. People aren't even used to that. We're just getting a taste of it right now. Mm-hmm. So it's going to come to a time where that shit is just unacceptable anymore. And whoever's fault it is, it being Jared Goff, it being Brad Holmes not going all in ever, it being Dan not basically hiring the right people and coaches, and also being on fucking Brad's ass to actually get this fucking all in shit done, because that does come into play. Don't think that he doesn't have influence on what the fuck Brad does. Brad, yeah, signs the paper at the end, but they're all in the same room together going, hey, should I do this? Mm-hmm. You guys think this is a good idea, right? Like, we heard the Giants fucking conversations. Like, we know what the conversations are like. They're exactly how we thought they were. Hey, man, would you like to sign this guy? Yeah, he's a pillar of our fucking team. Yeah, well, he's going to cost us this. Well, it's going to fuck us in the money in the long run. Well, like, that's exactly how we thought it was. So he has influence on what the fuck Brad does when it comes to all in this shit, and they need to, and they need to push it. So, I think they will.
I think they will.
I really think they will.
Might just be Lions optimism, but I think they will.
Correct. And we'll be watching this offseason because I think this offseason is huge. Huge. Very huge. little Presidente. But I want to leave it at that, everybody. I appreciate y'all for stopping in, all 300 of you. Come giving us a peeky peek on how we feel about this little off season we got going on so far, and in the end of the season, what happened this last year. Because no doubt it, like you said, it was disappointing, but it was also a very good season. So on to the next one. All right, everybody. Tori, anything else before we go?
No, if you're going to make a mock draft and post it on Twitter, don't let it be trash.
Oh, it's going to be trash. It's going to be fucking trash. All of them. Even the one I post.
No,
Trash.
I've already seen some abysmal fucking ones.
Straight garbage until about 2 weeks before the draft.
At least make it make sense.
I'm just saying,
a little bit.
2 weeks before the draft, then we'll get some good mocks. Because we'll actually get some valid information.
I think it'd be good. I don't know about that. My Twitter GMs I follow are not very good at them.
We ain't doing bad.
No, ours are good.
I'm just saying we're really close. We're hitting on a couple players the draft, if not more.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back and rewatch
We're hitting on people like random first rounders. We hit on Gibbs. I think that should go for a minute. Us just hitting on Gibbs in the first round. No bullshit. Check the tapes. So we're doing
Jack.
all right. We did say Jack, not in the first round. We did say we were drafting Jack though too. So we did do that. We hit on a couple of that draft. We did good on that draft because I think we just understood once we broke it down what direction they were going. I mean, even though people were telling us that they weren't going to, I think we had an understanding on what the fuck they really wanted to do from what they were saying. So yeah, perfect.
I got yelled at by Twitter for Jack. So
we got yelled at for fucking Twitter for Gibbs too. Everybody thought we were fucking idiots. And here we are. Here we are. Or now everybody's like, oh my god, fucking Sonic and Knuckles. Oh my god, Sonic and Knuckles. Oh my god, Sonic and Knuckles. Draft position, draft value, Sonic and Knuckles. Ah, I can't fucking stand these motherfuckers, dude.
I know.
Like literally fucking glazing. After half the people now that glaze fucking donut, bro, just draft position.
All-time bad draft for Detroit.
Draft value. Okay. Got you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I don't even want to think about them yet.
Soon enough. The clock is ticking. All right, everybody. It is our time. Again, thank you. We'll see you soon. Check out Twitter. Make sure you give us a subscribe on YouTube. Detroit Fan Report. That's our main page where we do all of our Detroit. If you guys don't know, let me say this. If you guys don't know, we have 3 or 4 shows. We have an NFL show on Tuesday. We have our show on Wednesday. Thursday night, we don't do anything anymore, or we do hockey.
Baseball, yeah.
Hockey and baseball on Thursdays. We got Friday night, What Up, Though? And then we also have, we usually have a weekend show somewhere in there. We do the old jet hop on, and we have all kinds of shit going on. So make sure you follow the YouTube. For sure, subscribe to that. Once we get to 500, we'll be giving away a jersey of your choice. Don't make it crazy. Obviously, just a regular jersey, you jackasses. But we'll be giving away a jersey of your choice. So make sure you do that. If any sport you want, we'll do that. I don't really care. Make long as it's Detroit, motherfuckers.
Yep.
Any Detroit player you want from any sport, we're doing that at 500 subscribers on our YouTube. Make sure you do that. Make sure you follow Lions Fan Report for all your Lions news and updates that we do, because we're always on our shit for us. And one thing I want to do. Hey, listen, we have another guy that works for us. His name is Andy. He's the originator of the page from way back when, and I jumped in 5 years ago now, 4 years ago now, and then 3 years ago, I don't remember, a long time ago. Me and him jumped in there when he was at like 12,000, and now we ran it up to 23,000 followers. We appreciate you for that. I just want to say shout out to his ass. Shout out to Andy, bro. Always posting in the background. Me and Tori post a lot, but Andy be posting too. You guys just don't even see. You just don't see his ass. But he's on his shit. Any live game tweets like in the middle of like an actual Lions game, that's Andy. He loves live game tweeting. That's like his main fucking thing. He just doesn't do this anymore. He just kind of just tweets when he wants to for the most part, because he doesn't have time, because he's living life and got a job out of fucking country half the time and all over the place. So he's a busy guy. He's just a really busy guy. So I just want to shout out to Andy, because he does do a lot this season, and he was throwing some bangers out there for us in those live game tweets that you guys were really enjoying. So just want to let you guys know who was doing it. But
no Andy, no us, no LFR.
Yep. So yeah, so I'm saying, so we're all a big family and team here. Just know that. All of us work hard on this. Neil works really hard on this. The DFR stuff too. You guys have no idea how hard Neil works on DFR and all these channels to do all these shows. So, I just give him a platform to fucking push it on. That's all I do. Just give him the platform, and he's the guy. He's like the producer. I would say Neil is. Neil's like the producer of the shows, and he does a fucking fine job of it. So whenever you see Neil on What Up, Doe, when you see him on the Tuesday night show, just give him a fucking shout out, because he's the one producing these shows. So we appreciate y'all. We appreciate Andy. We appreciate Neil. Love y'all. On to the next season, and on to draft fucking shows. Here we are. See you next week. Have a great night. Peace.
Bye.
I can click the button here. What the fuck? There you go. Have a good one, everybody.